toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And here's the return. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. The Red Raiders offense takes the field. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Grab near the marker. It's Eakin. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Hudson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter. And he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most. And there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. And that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Buying some time as he moves left. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves them with 3rd and 3. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. That's caught. It's Eakin.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at touchdown, Kentucky. And they turn it into a defensive score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eakin. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. To the air, it's Hammond. Got a man, it's Gentry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Eakin. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brings into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Setting up the screen. And the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to keep running. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the ground with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. He wants to throw it. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Turner. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Creates a little room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here's the pressure. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Turning it on! At the 30. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flowers. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fights off the defender. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Eakin. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Joyner. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Red Raiders are on the move.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Pulls it in, it's Eakin. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Red pass, it's complete. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 18 over Bowling Green. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Rodriguez. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Dortch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move. Create some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that ride. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. A first down run in the red zone. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out. out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield is Hammond. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down, 10 yards to go. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Heaves it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move. Breaks into the open.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Dortch. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it down and run.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
He leaves it with the back. To the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This almost certainly to win the game. And it's right down the boulevard. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
A strike downfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.